and I can't believe that I hadn't noticed it before she pointed it out. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. First and foremost, I hope you're all staying safe and doing well during this kind of crazy time. I wasn't able to get an upload up last week because of coronavirus and everything that's been going on, so thank you in advance for your understanding as my content schedule may continue to vary, but I'm going to try to stick to it as much as possible, and I'm really excited for today's video. Wanted to make sure that I got this up for you guys. Today's video is one that I got a request about a little while back, or at least a comment on, saying that someone was really enjoying my new thumbnails for my videos, and I'm so glad that you noticed that I've made a change because I have a reason behind it and a little bit of a strategy, so I wanted to share that with you all today. You may notice I'm not in my normal filming setup. That's because I'm in New Jersey sheltering here as the virus stuff kind of unfolds, so I don't actually have my ring light and my camera battery is fully charged now, but we'll see how many videos I can get out of it. I forgot to bring my charger with me, and it's just been that kind of week/month, which I'm sure you can all understand. So in this video, I'm going to talk about why thumbnails are so important, why I ended up changing my thumbnail design from a design I was using for about 2 years, and also show you exactly how I create my thumbnails now, and you can honestly just duplicate this strategy and use it for yourself. Before I jump into all things thumbnails on YouTube, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you join in. I put out new videos every Sunday, usually with lots of creator tips, so if you want to get better at creating content, especially video stuff, beauty-specific content, I'm your girl. I know all about that. And again, if you're new here, my name is Austen, and I've been creating fashion and beauty content online for almost 8 years now, so I definitely have been through a lot and know a lot of different things, so I would love to have you subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell and like this video if you find it helpful. And with that out of the way, let's jump right in. First of all, talking about what is a thumbnail. The thumbnail is basically the cover photo for a YouTube video. You see them all the time on the homepage of YouTube, and I'm sure you also see them whenever you click onto someone's channel to watch a video. And the thumbnail is actually a very important part of your YouTube video, maybe even more so than SEO and keyword research, which I have a whole other video on you can go watch right here. And I think that it's just because the thumbnail is really that first impression, gut reaction. It really has to evoke something in you and make you want to click on that video versus all of the other videos that appear in search or on your homepage. So thumbnails are really important because it can be the make or break reason why someone will watch your video. I often find myself clicking on YouTube videos where there is maybe a funny face or reaction because I want to know what kind of caused that reaction, or, you know, of course a little bit when there's kind of a clickbaity title or something that makes you want to learn more about what the contents of the video are. But I also just look towards thumbnails that are clean, that have text that I can read, and that really help me understand what is inside the video. So I think you can go either way. Another big reason that thumbnails are important is it's another place where you can add more information about the video than you could fit in the title of your YouTube video. So whereas for the title of the YouTube video, you really want to make sure that is SEO focused, you can use the thumbnail text to be a little bit more playful. I would recommend keeping the thumbnail text pretty short and sweet, probably no more than 4 or 5 words, and I'll show you why when we actually get into how I design my thumbnails now. But the idea and the important thing to take away is the thumbnail can be the make or break reason of why someone will watch your video over another video. So let's talk about why I changed my thumbnail designs, and I'll throw some of my old thumbnails up on the screen so you can kind of get a sense for what I was doing in the past. And upon first glance, there's not really anything wrong with these thumbnails. I mean, they're not like the best designed, but the text is easy and clear to read. I try to choose cover images that I think are really interesting and that would make you want to click on things. But at the end of the day, they're just like not that great. I stumbled upon a video a while back on Vanessa Lau's channel that I can link down below, also talking about thumbnail strategy, and one big thing that she pointed out that I had never noticed before is something that I feel like now makes such a massive difference in my thumbnails compared to others, and I can't believe that I hadn't noticed it before she pointed it out. If you're viewing YouTube videos on your mobile YouTube app or even on your desktop, there's actually a couple of things on the right side that can block part of the image or the text that you might want to be aware of when you're creating your thumbnail designs. No matter what, you'll see the timestamp in the bottom right corner of the video, so most people generally know to avoid that. But if you are on YouTube mobile, and then if you hover over the video on YouTube desktop, you also have the option to save the video to your watch later playlist or to add it to another playlist entirely. Especially if you're on mobile, with the screen being so small, that eats up a huge chunk of the right side of your video. So if you're putting any text there whatsoever, it will be illegible and people will not know what is in the video and they won't want to click on it. So the biggest change that I decided to make when updating my thumbnails for my newer videos is really to make sure that I have an image on the right-hand side of the video and then all of my text on the left side only. Let me know in the comments down below if that's something you've ever thought about before, because I had no idea, and I totally credit Vanessa with bringing that to my attention and giving me the tools to create brand new thumbnails now. So now that I've shared exactly why I changed my thumbnail strategy, let me just show you exactly how I create my thumbnails. I create my thumbnails on a free tool called Canva, although I do pay for Canva Pro, which just gives me a couple of more templates, and it comes out to, I think it's $9 a month, so 100 something-ish for the year. I personally find it very worth it as a content creator. It really helps me out creating stock images for my blog and also just, you know, graphics for Instagram stories, Pinterest, and more stuff like that. But I definitely have always been using Canva to create my YouTube thumbnails. I'll turn it over to my cutaway footage so I can show you exactly how I design my thumbnails in Canva. Okay, so let's open up Canva, and I'm going to go to my recently used images and templates. So this one I reuse for every video. So here's my thumbnail photo from my last video, and you'll see over here the ones that I generally reach for. So that's one, there is a image on one side and text on the other, and I always reposition it so the text is on the left. So let's click into one of these examples and load in my current assets. So the way that I do that is I take a screenshot of the video that I'm working on and I upload it to Canva to become the thumbnail photo. So from there, I can just type in what I want the thumbnail text to say and spell it correctly. And then I can readjust that text box to fit exactly where I need it to. So I'm going to delete the image they had in there and add in my image as the background. Also going to get rid of some of these illustrations because I find them to be a little bit distracting. So since this photo needs to be more off center and to the right, I'm actually going to drag it over again and duplicate it and then just kind of overlay the background, since the background on the left side is white and it doesn't really matter. I can also change the position of the text to bring it forward, and now it's on top of the image. So I don't love this font, so I'm going to probably change it in a second, but let's just reposition things for the moment and get these illustrations out of the way. So here's one possibility of a thumbnail that I could create. And now I'm going to try another template just because why not? I might like it better. So this one I'm going to do the same thing, drag the image over. And again, I don't love this font, so I'm going to search for one that I've used before that I think will look good. Wait for it to load and test it out. I think that this font looks better in all capitals, so let me just rewrite the title in all caps, get rid of this extra box of text that I don't need, and then I can resize and reposition this in a way that I think will look the best. So just going to drag it around and play with it a little bit. I don't love the proportions of this, so I will try to drag this over, but I think ultimately I might end up creating my own more custom box in this case for the template. One other thing I wanted to point out is that you can search for condensed fonts. That helps kind of put the text closer together, and Canva has a bunch of condensed fonts that you can use for your graphics. And then the other thing I wanted to say that I do is I zoom out really far to see if I can still read the text of the image. And this is another tip from Vanessa Lau. So always double check that you can still read it even from far away. And that's how you know that it is good to go. So I'm going to kind of recreate that purple template on my own. So I'm just dragging a plain box over and I'm going to move the text in front of it. And while that also looks fine, gray is definitely not one of the colors that I use. So I'm going to drag the slider around and find something closer to what I normally use in my videos, which is a pretty warm color palette. I like to use burgundies, peaches, light pinks, mauve-y kind of tones and things like that. So once I've settled on this color, I can download it as a PNG or JPEG. You can choose which you'd prefer. It prepares my design for me and saves it directly to my downloads. So now I'm ready to go, except I forgot to tilt this photo, so I gotta go do that, and then I'm good to go. And there you have it, guys. That is my complete new thumbnail strategy. I feel like this is a super specific video, but I did want to take time to create it because I know how important this can be, especially if you're just starting out on YouTube and you're looking for ways to really stand out. I do have other videos about YouTube and YouTube strategies, so I'll leave links to any relevant ones down below in the description box in case you're looking for more to watch. As I mentioned earlier, if you're not already a subscriber to my YouTube channel, I would love for you to hit that red button down below. New videos every Sunday with tips for content creators and beauty product reviews. And I also have a free career newsletter that goes out every Wednesday with tips and strategies for freelancers, content creators, and small business owners. So if you'd like that free information in your inbox every Wednesday, you can find that on my website at austentosone.com/subscribe. Also, everyone who subscribes gets a free SEO tip sheet download. Please also don't forget to like this video if you found it useful and turn on your notifications to get notified whenever I upload in the future. Thanks again for watching. Once again, hope you all can stay safe and healthy during this time. I'm thinking about all of you guys and sending out positive vibes and energy. Really appreciate you taking the time to watch. Let me know what else you might like to see in the future, and until then, I will see you in my next video. Bye! Why can't we face